Man shot dead at Washington Boulevard and Mullins Road intersection. Men reportedly traveling on a motorcycle shot and killed a man at a Probox motor car near a stoplight at the Washington Boulevard and Mullins Road intersection in St. Andrew yesterday morning. Traffic was restricted on Mullins Road in both directions as the police processed the scene. Newby wins JLP selection exercise for Clarendon Northwestern. Former Jamaica Labour Party JLP Senator Warren Newby on Sunday emerged victorious in an internal poll to decide the party's representative for Clarendon Northwestern in the next general election. Reporters understand that according to the primary counting, Newby tallied 372 votes to defeat his main challenger, Corey Dunkley, who received 156 votes. The other person in the race, Dr. Clovis Ness, received 8 votes. It is understood that Newby swept all 4 divisions of the constituency, Richard Spalding, Thompsontown and Franklin, with the biggest margin of victory in the Richards division, where he picked up 131 votes to Dunkley 4 and Nelson's 1. Deputy General Secretary of the JLP, Dr. Andrew Whitley, in announcing the result, said it is going to take a united Northwest Clarendon for us to retain this constituency. There are no individual victories here this evening. It is the Jamaica Labour Party that is being the victor here, so I am encouraging all labourers from within the constituency and outside the constituency who are here to support that we unite and move forward. Rita continued, "Rest assured labourers that we appreciate everybody. Everybody has something to contribute. It is the entire Jamaica Labour Party moving forward for the 3rd term. The selection exercise followed businessman Philip Henrique's decision not to seek re-election as Member of Parliament after 1 term. Gas station operator killed in St. Mary. Prominent businessman Samuel Fonty Dixon was gunned down Monday evening outside his home at Tower Heights in St. Mary. The incident reportedly took place shortly after 6:40 p.m. Police sources said Dixon's sports utility vehicle was shot up by unknown assailants as he drove into his residence. The businessman reportedly attempted to run, but he was shot multiple times by his attackers. Dixon, who in 2017 donated several surgical beds to the Port Antonio Hospital, operated several service stations located in Ochera, St. Anne, and at Buff Bay and Brands Bay in Portland. Dixon is the second Portland-based businessman who has been killed since the start of March 2025 and follows on the heels of the shooting death of Albert Bugde Lindsay. NWC writes off $600 million of arrears. 21,000 customers benefit from amnesty stated wholeness. More than 21,000 customers of the National Water Commission NWC, who have been disconnected for more than 6 months, have so far made use of the amnesty being offered by the state-owned company as of March 14. Prime Minister Andrew Holness says the water utility has written off over $600 million of debt while collecting more than $207 million in arrears. He was given an update on the amnesty during his recent contribution to the 2025-2026 budget debate in the House of Representatives. The Prime Minister noted that the amnesty has benefited pensioners, PATH recipients, and members of the disabled community, with up to 100% deprived and up to 50% for other categories of customers. He first announced the amnesty at the Jamaica Labour Party annual conference last November. Total reconnections so far total 3,271, with a further 5,135 awaiting reconnections. This has yielded over $207 million in revenue collected from the NWC that would have been uncollected otherwise. We have also written off over $600 million of debt for those who most needed it, restoring supply of water and returning dignity to households, Holness noted. This program is helping our most vulnerable. As such, I have instructed the National Water Commission to extend the program for a further 2 months, he noted. National Heritage Trust addressing defacement of Sam Sharpe statue in Montego Bay. The Jamaica National Heritage Trust is working to address what has been described as a minor defacement of the Sam Sharpe statue in Montego Bay, St. James. Mayor of Montego Bay, Richard Vernon, said he was informed of the issue at the monument yesterday afternoon, noting that what appears to be diluted paint on parts of the statue. The mayor says there is no need for panic.
When I informed my administrative staff about the matter, they already reported it to the Jamaica National Heritage Trust, who asked us not to do anything to it, just to allow them to do their assessment, immediate assessment, with an intent to act on removing what has been done or placed on the statue. Based on my observation, I saw the photos. It is a diluted paint that was, thrown, or I'm not sure it was applied to it, but you can see the remnants of paint, but it is diluted. So it is not anything to cause panic as some would have it. And we don't want to bring any level of hysteria to this matter. It is being addressed, and the National Heritage Trust has assured us that they will act with some level of alacrity to resolve the situation.
29-year-old Portland bus driver charged for beating, stabbing woman. A Portland bus driver has been charged with offenses after allegedly beating a woman at her workplace with a broken bottle and a piece of board in Hector's River in the parish on March 12. The accused 29-year-old Kemar McDonald, otherwise called Cooley, of Barks District, has been charged with wounding with intent and assault occasioning bodily harm, said a police statement issued on Sunday. The police said McDonald visited the woman at her workplace at approximately 5:30 p.m. on Wednesday, March 12. An argument reportedly developed between the two, during which McDonald allegedly used a broken bottle to stab her in the forehead before hitting her with a piece of board. The woman was assisted to hospital, where she was treated for her injuries. The matter was reported to the police, leading to McDonald's arrest and subsequent charge on Saturday. He is scheduled to appear before the Portland Parish Court on April 17. Fitzhenley blasts PNP for mooting possibility of new taxes. Government Senator Rebecca Fitzhenley says there is a fundamental and demonstrable difference between the country's two major political parties concerning the issue of taxation. Senator Fitzhenley made the charge during a meeting held on Sunday at the Holy Family Primary School to launch a chapter of Young Jamaica, the Jamaica Labour Party's youth arm in central Kingston. The government senator, who is also parliamentary secretary in the office of the Prime Minister, blasted the opposition People's National Party (PNP) for what he argued is the party's track record of imposing taxation burden on the Jamaican people, and posited that Mark Gordon-led administration would do the same. We should not forget that the PNP imposed 30 billion of new taxes on the Jamaican people during last term. Them tax party, them tax hanky at vendor, and them even try to impose tax on our saving account. Imagine that, Fitzhenley noted. The senator then took aim at recent utterances by opposition spokesperson on agriculture and education, Dayton Campbell and Damian Crawford respectively, who mentioned the possibility of new taxes. Crawford last year suggested 1% increase in general consumption tax (GCT) to fund the education budget, while Campbell suggested that a tax be placed on food imports. The PNP later backtracked and moved to distance itself from the suggestion of the two spokesmen. I heard two of those spokespersons suggesting an increase in taxes. It is clear that the PNP has not changed their philosophy. An increase in GCT will burden the people, and it does not take a rocket scientist to know that an food import tax will result in rising prices in Jamaica. We cannot allow them to come back into power and impose more burden on Jamaican people, Fitzhenley noted. The government senator pointed to the Holness administration's move away from direct taxation as evidence of what he reasoned in a fundamental difference between the governing Jamaica Labour Party and the PNP on the issue. There is no doubt a major difference. Their actions and their words suggest they believe in taxes, and do not recognize the inflationary impact it will have on the economy and the lives of our beloved Jamaican people. On the other hand, we in the Jamaica Labour Party have gone approximately 10 consecutive years of no new taxes. In the process, we cut income tax twice, and we cut GCT from 16.5% to 15% because we understand that in doing so, we improve lives, and also by increasing people's purchasing power, we give our market economy a great opportunity to expand, Fitzhenley noted. To subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.